Shalom, shalom. HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honor to the elders and apostles of great MILLSTONE to teach and move well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect and by that child's going to bark coming at you with another lesson. Coming at you from the prophets of Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. And this lesson is going to be going into this video talking about the power grid. The whole power grid is a threat that the whole power grid is going to be going down. You know, the power grid of the U.S. is being threatened. Alright. And I wanted to link that up with this post. Alright. I went to go search it up. It said it was a conspiracy claim. It says here on Newsweek, it says news. Emergency satellite phones issued to senators fuel conspiracy claims. Alright. Now we already know what a conspiracy theory is, first and foremost. I'm gonna start here. It says nothing to see here, just in. 50 U.S. senators have been issued satellite phones for emergency communication. CBS. It says one tweet said also shared via a screen grab on Reddit. It says many are worried a cyber attack prior to the 2024 election will be used to justify changes in voting procedures that will benefit Joe Biden. Today we learned that U.S. senators are being issued special satellite phones for this exact scenario. Not good, wrote the DC Drano account in a post viewed nearly 600,000 times. The tweet says, the post says, breaking, 50 U.S. senators have been issued satellite phones for emergency communication. What are they hiding? Alright. And that was tweeted by Proud Elephant or whatever. But you see what's going on, man. It says others rush to put forward unevidenced theories about the phones and misleadingly tying it to other recent news stories and resorting to false flag claims. Okay, they were talking about also in one of these other paragraphs about that AI generated bombing near the White House. So they tried to tie those things into, they tried to tie those things together, to see what they were going to get. But let me see. Give me 1 second, Select you. Alright, so pretty much what they have going on, it says they just pulled a Nazi flag from the U-Haul that crashed close to the White House. This will all be tied to the missing ammonium nitrate and the satellite phones. We could be looking at the mother of all false flags, another tweet said, directly referencing Monday night's incident involving a U-Haul truck near the White House. Some of the claims also shared on TikTok, Telegram, and Reddit have been picked up and amplified by conservative outlets, including Trending Politics and The Getaway Pundit, as well as numerous conspiracy-focused websites. So they use conspiracy to pretty much cover up their dirty work. But what's really going on is that they're coming out saying these senators been issued emergency satellite phones when these niggas already had satellite phones. They already got such things. They already taken measures for these things, man. If they're just telling this to the public, imagine how much more they have than that. These niggas got entire cities built underground that they can resort to if the city up here just gets, if the city up here ever is to get in trouble, to get destroyed, wiped out, whatever it may be. They got things to resort to, It goes deeper than what's on the surface. Jake be looking at things for front cover. For front page. We can't judge a book by its cover, man. There's hundreds of pages in there that you gotta really go into understand, and there's It goes deeper than what you think, deeper than meets the eye with these damn Edomites that rules over us. Ezekiel 7:5. Thus saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, an evil and only evil is an evil and only evil, behold, is come. Alright, so we're coming into some very dreadful times. It's gonna black out. They're gonna cause a blackout to happen. You know, these devils are actually, they're causing these things to happen, man. You know, just like with the Georgia Guidestones, they did that shit. Ain't nobody actually got geared up to go and do that shit. Nobody's actually getting geared up to cause a power grid knockout just to thwart the efforts of the election. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody really cares that deeply to make a whole power grid blackout. You know, all these things have been, people doing shit like this, they have been assigned to do those things by these elites, by these ruling Edomites. They've been given those assignments. Who has the power, first and foremost, who has the power to do such a thing besides these ruling Edomites? It says, an end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. Alright, so it's a warning. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. It says, the morning is coming to thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. So the day of trouble is near. What trouble? The day of Jacob's trouble, man. You know, there's a time of trouble that's going to be in the earth that's going to be never like before. And you're never going to experience it after. Okay, this is going to be a very big checkpoint in the history of this world. Okay? That's approaching to the earth, man. These devils got plans that they're putting in place. Okay? Scripture talks about Satan's devices. Let me grab that. Book of 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us. Alright, Satan goes into what? Adversary, which is our opponent, our enemy. Unless our enemy should get an advantage of us, who is our enemy? Esau, Edom. It says, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We ain't ignorant of his plans. Daily, we're exposing this nigga's plans. Alright, but you two-thirds Jake are the ones that's truly ignorant. You don't want to listen. You don't want to hearken. So when these things come upon you, it's going to overtake you as a thief in the night. But the scriptures say about the Lord's elect, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. You know, it's just 2/3 of our people who are in darkness, man. Like the book of Psalms say. Let me grab it. Book of Psalms, 82 and verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. So they don't know, neither are they going to understand. Okay, they continue to walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth is out of course. Alright, that's 2/3 of our people for you, man. You know, they don't even want to understand. Like it says right here, they walk on in darkness. So they continue to go, they don't want to know. They told the prophets aforetime to what? And even telling us now, prophesy to cease, speak unto us smooth things. Their version of saying it now is, I want to hear what you think. I want to hear your opinion. I don't want to hear the scriptures. I don't want to hear the book. I want to hear what you think about this. It doesn't matter what the fuck we think about it. We telling you what the Lord said. We ain't come here to do our own will. We came here to do the will of the Lord. If we was doing our own will, then our minds could be changed. The things that we're saying can be altered. Okay? Somebody can influence us or persuade us to say otherwise. But because we're doing the will of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, we cannot be persuaded. Neither can our thoughts be changed, our minds be persuaded from what the mission is, from what the goal is. Okay, because the Lord has given us a strict curriculum to preach into the children of Israel. If we're babysitting children, and they give you, when you're babysitting children, and their parents give you a list of what to do in the house while they're gone, then you got to follow that list to the T, or else you ain't going to get your payment. You miss one thing off that list, they're going to be looking at you crazy. You know? You can't just, if you came in there with your own list to do in somebody else's house, you ain't doing shit. You really ain't doing nothing. You're doing your own will. Alright? That's what 2/3 of our people do. They don't understand. Okay? So they're going to have to get punished for these things, man. These things are going to overtake them as a thief. The days we're coming into are very dreadful. Alright, let me grab it. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So there's none like this day that's coming up. Okay, but it's even the time of Jacob's trouble. What happens when the light's out? Okay, the freaks come out at night, man. These damn Edomites gonna get busy with you fucking Jakes. You think these Edomites like you? They gonna come right into them hoods. They gonna come right into them neighborhoods that's densely populated with Jake and flood them houses with bullets. You ever seen Judas and the Black Messiah, that movie, man? You watched that movie? Okay, Salaki, it's gonna be spoiler alert, so I'll let you know right now, it's a spoiler coming up. But you watch that movie. At the end of that movie, you find you see these Edomites come through Jake's house with street sweepers, man. And these bullets are going through walls, piercing Jake. You know, that's what these Edomites got for y'all last another day. You know, in Jacob's trouble. Jacob, you are in trouble, man. What happened the last time the Lord whooped y'all ass with these Edomites? Okay, it was a pretty decent job. It was so decent that Jake was jumping off the boats. Okay, being eaten, giving themselves to be eaten by sharks rather than to suffer that punishment, man. What's going to happen this time? It's going to be much worse. Scripture say there's never been a time like it. Okay, you gonna seek death and you ain't gonna find it. All right. Motherfuckers gonna be seeking to be put out of their misery, man. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 21 and verse 5, that all flesh may know that I, the Lord, YAHAWASHI, have drawn forth my sword out of its sheath. It shall not return anymore. All right, so the Lord has got it out for you 2/3 Jakes. Okay, he's got something coming for y'all ass, man. These Edomites, they telling you what they about to do to your ass. Trump said, what? You better remember your history or it's gonna repeat itself. You got the Proud Boys. You got all these fucking racist ass Edomites on TV just openly expressing how they feel about you Jakes. And you keep missing the fucking clues, man. You keep missing the clues. You rather go out into the public and despise your brother. Fight with your neighbor. Fight with Jake. Jake fighting with Jake when the enemy is plotting to take y'all ass out. Imagine it's the same thing what happened in during the siege of Jerusalem. You had fucking Sakari that was robbing Jake of their food, and Jake was eating each other, man, while they were being besieged outside by the enemy. The enemy plotting on tearing their ass up, and Jake, they couldn't act because they were surrounded, you know. While in there, they was destroying each other, man. It's the same thing that's going on now. We besieged, you know. We besieged in Esau's land. All right. This devil's got something coming, man. Brothers, gird up your spirits. Be ready. Be faithful at all times. Call HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Truly, it was less most edifying to you, occupying our wealth, listeners to the sincerity. See you next semester, Allah. I do say shalom.